What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef who watch the damn tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. New subscribers, I thank you for watching. I hope you get something out of the content, and I hope you love WNBA action. To my old subscribers, I appreciate you for continuing to rock with your boy and help me build this platform. Let's get to talking about this Commissioner's Cup. Indiana with a big win, 74-59. I thought the game was going to be a lot more competitive than what it was, but Indiana was playing inspired basketball. It got sloppy at times, especially early in that first quarter, 6 turnovers, and at the beginning of the second quarter, it was kind of sluggish before they really put the clamps down. Minnesota shot like crap. Shot 34% from the field. Everybody on Minnesota get a boo-boo sticker. When Alana Smith is your leading scorer, and you got Natasha Howard, which I consider one of the top 3 players in the league, along with Caitlin Clark and A'ja Wilson. When Alana Smith is your leading scorer, you're in trouble, and you got Nafisa. Nafisa didn't play well, 6 of 18, and you can tell late it was frustrating her because she got chippy with Aaliyah Boston. Courtney Williams late in the 28% from the field, 4 of 14, only had 11 points. And I thought that was huge. I thought them shutting down. I mean, they made Natasha Collier was basically 12 points below her average. That's great. You can't ask for that because this team, by far, the best team in the league, especially with New York losing Jonquel Jones, and New York's been fading. Minnesota and Phoenix are 2 of the better teams, and you went to their house and got a win and whooped them. Whooped them on the boards, 40-30 on the rebounds. That was huge, especially in that second quarter. Second quarter, you go on an 18-0 run. They don't score in the last 8 minutes and 13 seconds. That was huge. That was real big. The one thing, if I had one gripe about this game, would be Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. More particularly Aaliyah Boston. I stay on Aaliyah Boston ass. Just because she's 6'5", and to me, she's supposed to be doing people like Shaq, mowing and bowing, going through them, going by them. These two teams were basically, except for Nafisa, on paper, they're both small teams. Both small. Aaliyah Boston should be abusing. Aaliyah Boston should have had a 30-piece like she had last week. I was glad she got a little chippy with Nafisa Collier in that fourth quarter. Show some sign that you really mean this and you really in the game. I like the way Howard played tonight. Howard played inspired basketball, brought an edge defensively. I thought she was by far their best player tonight. Natasha Howard, leading scorer, 16 points, 12 rebounds. Had 9 defensive rebounds, and that's where they really got them. That's where they made their bread and butter. They dominated on them boards, 1-shot possessions, and that run in the second quarter was what really gave Indiana the edge, and they never really looked back in this game. And it was all because of that second quarter. Minnesota missing shots and them converting on offense, even though at times it didn't have any rhythm. Especially when in the second quarter, Sydney Colson driving baseline wide ass open, and she kicks it to Sophie Cunningham for a 3. Sophie misses the 3. They get the ball back after Minnesota. This is in that run, and Sophie comes down, gets in that same corner, and hits that 3 the second time. And that was at about the 2-minute mark, 2:05. And I thought that was huge. One thing, the bench, Sophie Cunningham, she did a thing tonight. She hit some big threes to help kill runs Even when Minnesota looked like they were going to come back in the third, she was hitting. She hit some big shots. 3 of 5, had 13 points, played 25 minutes. I thought Sophie Cunningham was a difference maker in this game. Their bench well outperformed Minnesota. They didn't get nothing from Heidemann. Heidemann with 3 points. Jessica Shepard had 9 in 14 minutes. And other than that, it wasn't really too much going. One person had 2 points, Cook and Dover. But nothing. I mean, it was balanced scoring with Indiana. I just wish they got more from Aaliyah Boston. I mean, you the first pick in the draft in your draft, and you 6'5". I expect more. That's just me. But I mean, you can't go wrong when you get 12-12. You get 5 people in double figures. Ari McDonald, huge. They should have never started Sydney Colson. That game should have started Ari McDonald. Ari McDonald game ready. I mean, provides instant spark, and she got speed. 12 points in 25 minutes. You can't ask for nothing better than that, especially with Caitlin Clark's absence. And that's the biggest thing about this. They did this to Minnesota without Caitlin Clark and with money on the line. That's impressive. But if people are wondering why people had like Kiki Irifan above Aaliyah Boston, it's because of games like this. Without Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston is a 12.9. Let's just say 13 point a game score. She scored 12. She plays average without Caitlin Clark. No takeover. It's like she can't get into that extra gear, but they had enough tonight. They played enough defense tonight and getting those boards, which is what cost them dearly in that Las Vegas Sparks game. At the end of the game, they could not catch a rebound to save their life and gave Los Angeles extra possessions. But tonight, it wasn't the case. And I think I attribute that to Natasha Howard and them playing inspired basketball. After that, I think that all-star voting and the slides and the digs by the other players, they got to understand in the real world of basketball, the old school 80s, 90s, in the NBA, there wasn't no friends. Even in the WNBA, those ladies were highly competitive. Do you think teams wanted to just get their butts whooped by the Houston Comets every year and the Houston Comets are winning 4 straight? You think they were all happy and hugging and doing podcasts with people? No. No, they was trying to rip them heads off and win those games. It wasn't no friends. So Sophie, I hate to tell you, but that's how it's supposed to be. Y'all not supposed to like them either. It go both ways. And it was good tonight that you didn't like Minnesota and you whooped them on their home court and you took that $500K. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what fans expect you to do. Expect you to go in there and handle business, and you did it. You did it tonight. You did it well. You did it well enough against Minnesota to win, and Minnesota, the best team, playing the best basketball in the West besides Phoenix, and you got them. Now, the next time you see them, you're gonna have to bring your game because they gonna be pissed. And you have yet to play them in the regular season yet, and you still got Phoenix on the schedule. So, folks, if you think I'm being too hard on Aaliyah Boston, wait till you thought June was rough. July is going to be extra rough. Scheduling in July, a lot of back-to-back games, a lot of short rest days in July, lead up to that All-Star game. So, and they haven't played the best teams in the West yet. They have not played Minnesota except for this Commissioner's Cup, but they haven't played them in the regular season when it counts, and they still have not played Phoenix, and Phoenix can get it. And they got some young ladies, some rookies that are really playing above their heads. And you still got Sibley, and you still got Alyssa Thomas, Thug Life in a basketball jersey, Thomas, to contend with. So yeah, July is going to be a interesting month. This was a good win for the Fever. Good win tonight. I mean, anytime you can get extra money, can't complain about that. But yeah, they're gonna have to. It's some performances that need to tighten up with this team, and it start with Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell. She balled out last week and carried them. She's gonna have to continue. She's gonna have to continue. Didn't get much from Colson. 3 points. I still think they can upgrade that spot. I still think they can upgrade. They can upgrade this roster and make some moves. I wish they'd make a move and get Aaliyah Edwards. Aaliyah Edwards on this team, a young power forward, would look real good. It'd look a whole lot better than Brianna freaking Turner. Aaliyah Edwards on a rookie deal, cheap money. Give up a draft pick. Washington is stacking up draft picks. They'll take a draft pick. They'll take a one. Give up a one for Aaliyah Edwards and put Aaliyah Edwards with Caitlin Clark for the rest of the year and let her learn this system. If this is a system they're going to run, at least let Caitlin Clark and her vibe together and get a feel. And it will be fun to watch because Aaliyah Edwards can get out and boogie. But those are my thoughts on the Indiana Fever. Good win. Minnesota, y'all got some work to do. Work, because I'm way surprised at how they played. But it's gonna be an interesting month. We need to do a preview of July because it's a quick turnaround. They play in a couple days, so it's no rest. It's no rest. There ain't no rest for the Fever. Fever, they got them playing like every other day, seems like. But Thursday you got the Aces at home, so ain't no rest. And the Aces and the Fever are about that same situation. They're both hovering around right at 500. I mean, so it's a battle of survival for July. You squared up. You squared up in June. You got it's either grow or fold in July. Because if you don't make it out of July, you damn sure ain't finna make it into August and September. Don't even think about the playoffs. If you can't make it through July, July is going to be telling, and we'll really know about the Fever when that break comes. When that break comes, you'll really know if they haven't made a move and got some additional firepower on this team. Don't worry about the playoffs. But those are my thoughts. Leave your comments below, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.